Okay, so you all will be marked for posterity. Okay, so I'm going to go by order on my screen. So we start with Marty.
Woohoo, Marty, there you go. Give us a jiggle, Marty.
So
Cute
Marty has these cute little
Christmas tree.
trees.
Christmas
That's
trees.
very
Yeah,
fun. Okay.
cool.
Um, let's see who's
I also have my
Yep.
Whoa, she's wearing
sweater,
her snow.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah, yeah, good.
which I think is about 50 years old.
Oh, wow.
Very good. I could not find my Christmas sweaters. I have no idea where I packed them. So I'm next on my screen. So
mm,
I have a very boring Santa hat.
That's cute.
As
It's
as I
cute.
was saying earlier, we can't find them every year, so we buy more. So there's a ton of Santa hats in this house. Ellen, we're gonna spotlight you.
Let me see if I can get there so you can see my hat. My little Santa
That's
hat.
very cute.
yes.
Different.
Somebody gave me.
And you got that from somebody at your gym, you said?
Yeah, somebody at Zumba class. Everybody was wearing them, and I complimented her, and she's like, "Here, I've got more. Take one. Which one do you want?"
Okay. Pearlie, you had a tiara or something on,
Yes.
right? Oops.
Keeps disappearing into the background. Maybe if you
Uh,
tip your head forward or something.
wait a minute. I'm there we go. Spotlight.
Can you see
Oh,
it?
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my
really?
God.
Nice.
That is really pretty. I
Thank
like
you.
that
Very
a
cute.
lot. Very
Very
pretty.
cute. Okay. And for some reason, Christy has moved up to the center of my screen, so she's next.
Oh, all right.
That is so
Yeah.
fun. Now, did you make that or
No, it was like $2 or $3 on AliExpress or Temu. I don't remember which one.
It's cute.
And
very
when I'm
cute?
not wearing it, it sits on the front table when you first walk in the house, so it just looks like a table decoration. But it is
So,
supposed to be a hat, I
so
think.
it
I'm
doubles though.
pretty sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's got double duty. That's cool. Okay, Fran,
Yes, ma'am.
you look like you've got part of a candy cane on there. Let's
I
see.
guess that's what it is. This is a
Oh,
Michael
Oh,
special. I also have a Santa hat that says I've been good, but nobody believes it. So I had to revert to candy canes.
That's very cute. So it's
that's
got a
very
little,
cute.
it's like a little top hat, huh?
Yeah, it's a little top hat with some candy canes. Spotted
Excellent.
it at Michael's.
Cute.
Excellent. Now, did you already have that, or did you get it for the for our holiday party?
Oh, this is special for the holiday party.
Woo!
Excellent.
All
Excellent.
right. All right. Good Christmas spirit there.
All right, Virginia.
We got to see Virginia's up close.
This.
Huh.
Oh, first of
Oh,
all,
she's wearing it.
that's a
Oh,
great sweater.
oh, look
A
at that.
it's a
reindeer.
reindeer.
Now,
And then, of
now
Oh,
course, I've
demonstrate your
got the
hat.
animatronic hat,
that is just so funny.
my Secret Santa gift from the cruise, and you probably can't see it, but there's
Tinsel.
sparkles.
We can see
I
that.
can
It's
see
not
it.
We can
hair.
see it. Yeah.
Yep,
Tinsel.
sparkles in the
fun.
hair. That gets
All
a lot
right.
of comments on cruises. Nobody's ever seen it before.
Really?
I actually saw
Yeah.
that on the cruise. Where do you get that?
There's a lady that does it for me up in Leesburg.
Uh-huh.
I know there's somebody over in Winchester, Strasburg area. She's got
Mhm.
somebody.
Okay.
You can look up fairy hair or sparkle hair.
Fairy hair.
It
I like
does
that.
take somebody who knows what they're doing because they actually tie it into your hair.
Ah, okay. I wondered about that. Thank you.
Wow.
Okay. So Carrie is apparently the bah humbug of the
No,
day.
I have an invisible Christmas hat on.
Ah,
It's
okay.
lovely.
All
Okay.
Oh, yes.
right.
There you go.
Very
There
good.
you go.
Yeah, it's
All
very
right.
creative.
We'll go with that. Okay. And
Christmas
Got
hat.
to see
Karen.
Karen's
last
elf.
but not least,
Uh-oh.
Karen.
Look at
All
her.
Elf on the
right.
shelf.
Oh,
Got a
Elf.
little elf on the
That's
head.
Cute.
elf on the head.
Yep.
Oh, I bet you have all sorts of mischief going on in your house if you have
Oh,
two
yeah.
of
Oh, yeah, I've
them.
got two of them.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
that's great.
I haven't
Well,
seen something like that before.
No.
Up here's Marcia. Let's see if Marcia, do you have a Christmas hat or something on?
No, she's muted.
Well,
Yeah.
she's come on,
No,
Marcia. There you go.
I do not.
You
I
do
have
not.
earphones. I have earphones. This is
Ah,
about as good as it gets right
so
now.
you've got Christmas earphones. Okay.
She has another one of those invisible Christmas
Yeah,
hats.
you and Carrie.
It,
Bought
Oh,
hers the same
good.
place Carrie got hers.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
yet to come.
The product for Christmas 2025.
There you go.
That's funny.
I
Good.
see cute hats, so thank you all for doing that.
Mhm.
It's always fun to do something like that. Yeah.
And I'm
Um,
eating lunch right now, so I'm going to go off. I'm
Okay.
already off video, but I'll be
Sure.
off a few minutes longer.
Okay.
Okay. All right. That's funny. So I thought I'd start with a couple of dad jokes. And apologies to the dads. These jokes are so bad.
Mm.
What did now I gotta remember them. What did the husband snowman say to the wife snow woman? He said, I only have ice for you.
Oh my.
That was the worst one. Okay, then what do you call an elf with earmuffs? Whatever you want, because he can't hear you.
Very good.
And this will be the last one. What do you call a snowman in Hawaii?
Melted.
Water.
A puddle.
Water.
Water.
Puddle.
Who said it? Betsy. Water. That's the best one. Okay. We've got
Do you know when a dad joke is a good joke?
no win.
When it's apparent.
There's a bunch of
Gosh.
there's so many. Well, I was doing a party last week and I needed these dad jokes. So my husband had said, "I'll help you do it, whatever you want me to do." So I'm like, "Go on, AI, Chat GPT, and get me some
Mhm.
Christmas dad jokes."
Yeah.
And he came back about half an hour later. He says, "I can't find any Christmas jokes about dads." And so he was not familiar with the term dad
Dad
jokes.
joke.
And I said, they're just bad puns, go give me some Christmas puns. Poor guy. But he had not heard that term. Okay. Well, we have some fun stuff for you today. A game, an exhibit. Then we're going to do a breakout session. We're going to have a little tutorial and maybe even one more exhibit. So we'll see. And then we are going to have a little bit of business at the end and talk about things that are coming up for SNAP. So let's go ahead and Virginia, a big, big thank you to you for putting together our game. And that is so helpful to me, guys, when I can just hand it off completely. And it's up to Virginia and Betsy to make it work and make it happen on Zoom. And I just sit back. Very, very helpful. Thank you very much. So, Virginia, we're going to let you run our game.
Okay,
Help from Betsy.
so it's called Quiltagories. And I think Betsy emailed everybody the file, but it's also in the chat.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
And you can open it. I'll let Betsy explain that.
okay. So it is in the chat. If you didn't get the email, and if you open chat, you'll see it there. It's called Game December 2025, and you should be able to double click on that, and it should open up. And I'll also share it for if you can't get that to work or you don't have it, I can share it. And as Virginia said, you could it's a very simple sheet, and you can sketch it on your
Mhm.
on a piece of paper. Let me open it up. It was here a minute ago. Here we go. Share. So this is what it looks like. Everybody see that?
Mhm.
Yep.
Now,
Oh, let's
okay.
Yes.
get this down. There we go. Okay. So
So I think what we're going to do is break the group up into little groups. How about Betsy, 3 groups of 3?
okay, we can do that.
And I will not play. I'm the final arbiter.
Okay.
What does it say in the boxes? Because I'm on my phone. I can't
Oh.
tell what's in the boxes.
Okay, well,
Let me share that again.
yeah.
Or is it still hold on.
They're
Come
just
on.
numbers,
Zoom up.
1, 2, and 3 in each
Oh,
column.
okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Okay,
Yeah.
so and they correspond if you look below the boxes. 1 means sewing notion, 2 means type of thread, fiber, or material, and 3 is found in a quilt shop.
Okay.
So how this works, and you'll have 15 minutes. Name your team and decide who's going to be the secretary, who's going to record what your answers are.
So each breakout room will be a team. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. So we're going to have
Okay.
3 teams of 3.
Okay. Let me
Don't spend
stop.
a lot of time on picking a team name or deciding who's the lucky secretary, because you'll have more time to do the answers. So you've got letters across the top, SNAP. Wonder where we got that from. Okay, so under S1, it would be a sewing notion that begins with an S. Under
Okay.
S2, it would be a type of thread, fiber, material that begins with an S. And item 3 would be something found in a quilt shop that begins with an S. And the same thing for the other letters. As an example, if there was an R here, a sewing motion could be a rotary cutter. It's okay to be more than one word.
Okay.
A type of thread, fiber, or material might be rayon. Something found in a quilt shop with an R, a receipt. But here's the trick. Yes. You only score a point if your team's answer to each one of these is unique compared to what the other teams say. So if 2 teams said rotary cutter, they don't get any points. Team 3 came up with a different tool beginning with an R, they would get a point. So be very careful in what you pick, because you don't get any points if somebody else, another team, has the same answer.
Okay.
All right.
Is that clear? Does anybody have any questions?
Mm.
Nope. Makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to do, you want to do 3 breakout rooms,
Yes.
and how long are we going to give people for this?
Originally 15 minutes. Ellen, is that okay, or do you want to make it shorter?
Let's make it 10 and see how everybody's doing, and then
Okay.
Okay.
So quick thinking.
Quick thinking.
Quick thinking.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I'm going to let the assign automatically. So here we go. Open all rooms. All right, we should all be being shoved into our various breakout rooms. I'm apparently not in a room because I'm the host. Well, that's no fun. I can join one. I'll join. Uh,
Whoops. I lost you. Access your meeting. Okay. Sign in. Dismiss. Okay. Hello. just took me out. Hello? It just took me out of here.
Hey, Phyllis, did you
Yeah.
not join your breakout room?
Well, it forced me out and I don't know how to get back in.
Oh, there should be. What platform are you on? Are you on a laptop or a?
Yes, the laptop app or not.
Okay. So along the bottom where there's participants, chat, react, there
Yep.
should be a join a breakout room.
Okay, let's see. Participants chat, react, share, AI companion, meeting info, and more.
I'll try more and see if there's join breakout room.
Record, transcript, captions, docs, notes, whiteboards, apps. Reset to default.
Hmm. Um,
And I
let me go ask Betsy what we can
okay.
do.
Yeah, I it forced me out and now I can't I don't know how to get back in.
Won't let you get back in. I think she can move you. Hold on.
All right, good. Thank you. Hi,
Apparently you got booted out of our room.
I know. I couldn't get back in. I had to join Betsy.
Well, I hope you
Sorry.
didn't tell them our secret
Well,
strategy.
No, I
Okay.
didn't. I didn't.
All
Okay,
right.
we've
So
we've got
I let it
four
go a little.
more.
I let it go a little longer than 10 minutes because we had some glitches there with people
Yeah,
having to
there were
get
a couple of
shifted around.
kerfuffles.
So
That time worked out well for our
Mhm.
group. How about the
Yeah.
other group?
Yeah.
yeah,
And then,
we needed about another minute because people like Pearlie got bumped out and
yeah,
so but we're good. Okay, we've got almost everybody back.
there's
There we go.
Clarenda. Didn't get to see her
All right.
earlier.
Okay, is that everybody? No,
Yeah.
Marty.
I guess our team is unnamed.
Okay, so there's unnamed. What's the
Here,
other team
no names.
names?
Trouble
Fantastic
Trio.
Four.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Trouble Trio.
Trouble Trio. And the other group?
Fantastic Four.
Okay.
Hey,
All right.
Clorinda.
Hi.
Clarenda.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
We're gonna spotlight Clorinda for just a second because
Sure.
we didn't get to do her earlier with her hat. Very
Oh,
good.
yes.
I also have a Santa hat.
Yeah.
So, all right. All
And
Oh,
right.
that's
Virginia
right. She
has one
hasn't
that moves.
seen.
Look at Virginia's. Hers moves around.
I know.
Oh.
I've
That's
never
cute.
seen a Santa mustache that fit that. What can I
No,
say?
that's funny.
All right. So, Clorinda, you didn't get to play the game, so you can help be an arbiter if we need.
Okay.
He did
Well,
play the game.
actually, I
He
did
did.
play.
Oh,
That's
you
why
did
the
play.
Fantastic Four.
Oh, you're part of the
Oh, you
Fantastic
did?
Four. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I came
Perfect.
in right as the breakup group came, and it
Okay.
put me in a group.
Mhm.
All right. So, we're going to start with number one, sewing notions. Okay. X, unnamed group. What was your answer?
Snaps.
Snacks.
Naps. That's a good
Okay.
answer.
Trouble Trio.
Scissors.
Okay. Fantastic Four.
Stiletto.
Whoa.
Very
Oh, that was good.
good. Everybody gets a
Everybody
point.
gets a point. Ooh-wee.
Okay. N, sewing notion.
Okay, we had needles.
Okay. Trouble Trio.
Yeah, we had needles.
Okay. Fantastic Four.
Needle threader.
Okay.
That was good.
Oh, good one.
All right. Unnamed, a sewing notion.
Um, isn't this type of thread?
Now applicate tools. O for
Oh,
A.
Are we going
A1.
across? We're going across all
We're
of
going
the
across. We're doing
Okay.
all the sewing notions.
Sorry, all. Yeah, we had all for A.
All.
Oh.
AWL.
Oh,
AWL. Yeah.
AWL. Oh.
Punching
Not
holes.
ALL.
We were thinking of stabby things, I guess.
Okay, Trouble Trio.
Applique scissors.
Okay, and Fantastic Four.
Add a quarter ruler.
Oh,
That
very
was good.
Oh, that was some good thinking there.
That was a good one. Okay, last sewing notion begins with a P. Fantastic Four. We'll do you first.
Pincushion.
Trouble Trio.
Pincushion.
Okay. Unnamed.
Patterns.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. All right. So, Fantastic Four has 3 points. Unnamed has the 3 points. And Trouble Trio only has 2 points.
Hey.
You'll do better, I'm sure.
Told you we were trouble.
Okay. Now we're going to do type of thread fiber material. S, Fantastic Four.
Stabilizer.
Okay. S, Trouble Trio.
Silk.
S, unnamed.
Sulky.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
Everybody gets a point.
All right. Now, beginning with an N, trouble trio.
Non-woven fusible.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh. All right. Unnamed.
Nylon.
Okay. And
Ugh.
Fantastic Four.
Netting.
Good
Hmm.
one.
Wow.
All right. Now, beginning with the A's. Unnamed.
Acrylic.
Mm. Trouble trio.
Angelina.
Ooh, that was good.
Ooh,
Mm.
good one. Fantastic Four.
Chlorophyll.
What was it?
Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll. Okay.
Man, everybody's getting them.
Okay. Now, P. Trouble trio.
Polyester.
Okay. Fantastic Four.
Pearl cotton.
Oh, good one. And unnamed.
Polyester.
Prince.
So,
No, we said Prince.
oh, did we say print? No,
Print.
that's for the next one.
Oh, I'm
That's found in
sorry.
a quilt shop.
Okay, yeah, we said polyester, yeah.
Okay. All right. The last four. Let's start with, okay, it's found in a quilt shop, starts with an S, unnamed.
Seam ripper.
Yep. Okay, trouble trio.
Selvage.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Salvage.
Selvage.
Oh,
Mhm. Fantastic Four.
A shelf.
Ah,
Yes.
Wow.
All right, now we do the N. Fantastic Four.
Napkins.
Napkins?
Yeah, I've seen them there.
Okay.
I'll let it go. Not often, but
Well, places that do embroidery
Mhm.
machines have them.
oh
Mhm.
yes. Trouble trio.
Notions.
Okay. And unnamed.
Neon fabric.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. All right. Starts with A, trouble trio.
Annie's patterns.
Ah.
Mm.
Uh-huh. All right, Fantastic Four.
Angry husband.
Oh.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm for it.
Bored husband, perhaps.
Yeah.
Well, when he sees the
Unnamed.
receipt. When he sees the receipt.
Yeah, you never show them the receipt.
Yeah. That.
Okay, unnamed.
Applique tools.
Okay. All right. The last one. Found in a quilt shop begins with P, unnamed.
Prints.
Trouble trio.
Patterns.
And Fantastic Four.
Price tags.
Oh, good one.
Oh, yeah.
That was good.
All right. So
A lot of unique answers. That was great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was fun.
and the winner is the Fantastic Four.
Woo!
All
And
right.
only we're -1.
We're not worthy.
Unnamed was -2, and Trouble Trio was -3. Well, I guess that trio and three.
See, we named ourselves
And
appropriately.
we
Yeah.
have a prize from the same shop that brought you the invisible hats. We have the
Excellent.
glory of being the winners.
Oh my gosh,
Fantastic
that's
Four.
funny.
Wow.
Okay,
Very
and
good.
who are our Fantastic Four?
Yeah, everybody who was in Fantastic Four.
Wave your hand. Marcia, Christy, Clorinda, and
Clorinda and
Fran.
And Clorinda. All right, well
All
done.
right.
Excellent. Well, that was
Good
really
job.
fun.
Good
Thank you,
job.
Virginia. That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Cute.
That was fun. Thank you so much for doing that.
Enjoyed it.
Great. All right. Next I have for you an exhibit that I want to show you if I can get it to share properly.
Here it is.
Mhm.
And I think it's going to. Um, All right, are you seeing it full size as a
No,
slideshow now?
no, we're seeing,
No.
The app
did you,
Go
view.
to start from the beginning.
Yeah, I did do that, and it's showing on my screen, but it's not showing on yours.
Hmm.
So let me stop maybe. Because if I do this, yeah, that's not going to work.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let me.
says
uh,
resume slideshow. Try clicking on, we can see it says resume slideshow in a little box. Yeah, try that. Nope.
Yeah.
so it's showing as a slideshow on my computer, but the thing that it's sharing with you is just this smaller image.
Well, we see the bigger and the smaller, both.
Yeah. So that'll work if I can't get the other thing to work.
Hmm.
Let me see if I can escape out of there and try it again. Slideshow from beginning, and once again, it's showing on my
Hmm.
computer, but not yours. Hmm. 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 So maybe if I stop share and I start the thing on my computer and now I share, it'll take me to see what this does.
A start screen.
There we go.
There we go.
Yep, you did it.
Okay, great, 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 great. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to keep going there. Okay, so this is a Florida artist named Candy Lopez who's doing some really interesting portraits with yarn onto latch hook canvas.
Hmm.
She's 38. She lives in Miami. She's very well educated in art. She has a business degree and then a Bachelor of Fine Art in Painting and a Master's of Fine Art in Painting.
Hmm.
So this is an idea of the kind of thing
Wow.
she does, where
Mm.
she's using, I'm going to show you
Mm.
some detailed shots in a second. You won't believe it. She is using yarns to draw people, basically. They're all portraits. They usually have very interesting body language and also great facial expressions. They're very kind of confident and all. And you'll also see that she sometimes uses transparency. For instance, this is a dual self-portrait of her, and look
Mm.
at her hair where she's just done the outline and not done
Hmm.
everything. So her parents are Dominican, and even though she was raised in the United States, she grew up with a lot of Dominican Hispanic culture, and she's Black. So this one is titled in Spanish something like the two candies, and so it's showing,
Mm.
the Hispanic candy and the Black candy. She worked in a lot of different media, not ceramics, printing, um, collage, painting. The one that she did prior to these fiber paintings was collage. And one day a piece of thread fell on her collage, and she liked the way that it looked. And she began to entertain the idea of using thread in her collages. Then, when she was pregnant and she couldn't use all the chemicals of painting, she went to Michael's looking for something to do. And she was kind of thinking of the thread. She went to Michael's looking for thread and she found all the yarn was on sale. And I'm not sure, Pearlie, I had the impression from the video that she actually got the latch hook canvas that same day. I'm not
Yep,
sure.
yep.
Anyway, go ahead. If you have anything to add, Pearlie, go
No,
ahead.
yes, you're right. She did.
We saw a video. We went to this exhibit a couple days ago and we saw a video that told us a lot more.
Oh,
So she
wow.
spent a couple of years trying to perfect it and didn't like what she was getting at all. But Then she had a particular residency where she went for, I'm not sure what period of time, but she didn't have internet or any other entertainment. And she really figured it out. So I'm sorry that I don't have the titles for these various pieces. This is quite large, and I would say maybe 8 feet wide.
Mhm.
Pearlie and I have now seen her twice, once in Orlando and now in West Palm.
Right.
So let me go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Let me show you some of
Ah,
the more
mm,
details here. You can see
wow.
that latch hook
Mm,
canvas behind, and then this is the detail shot. And they're just amazing. And she does such a great job. And she was a portrait painter before.
Mm.
And you can
Wow,
just
that's amazing.
isn't
yeah.
that great? Now,
Mm,
as you can see, they're transparent because they're on
mhm,
this latch hook canvas.
mhm,
And of course, normally they're hung against a wall and you don't see that. But in both exhibits that we've seen, she did purposely have some of the pieces hanging, free hanging, so that you could see the back, which of course
that-
is equally interesting. And she's made no attempt to make the back neat. It's just got knots and stuff. And we saw some, I'm not sure. Well, look at that little yellow thread hanging down on the bottom. I don't,
mhm,
yeah, and we can't see it well, but that shows from the front. She doesn't care about that. So if there's stuff, messiness on the back and that shows on the front, she doesn't care about that. These are all real people that she has photographed, and she typically names them with the name of the person. Uh, she said in the video
that-
she likes swag. She likes people with attitude, which she calls swagitude. And she asked them to pose for her, or maybe she notices a pose, in every day. And often they'll be touching, and then that'll be part of the story. Like maybe, one of these grew up wealthy and one of these grew up poor, and that wasn't one of the
mhm,
stories, but just as an example.
mm,
And nobody knows that except her. She purposely placed those people together and, to tell a story, and then maybe it'll show up in the title or something. But here again, you can see that transparency where she didn't bother to finish the legs. That was an important part of the story. She's got the faces and the other things.
That's so
Very,
cool.
aren't they cool? Very,
wow.
very interesting. And they're larger than life size. I'm going to show you one in a minute where you can see. So all of these are probably at least 8 feet in any direction. Yeah, she looks for
Mm,
swagitude. So these guys were, again, stitched on the canvas, but then you can see she's cut out the canvas and sewn the canvas to what we think is a rug.
mm,
Uh, Again, this is pretty big, 6 feet wide or
mm,
so. Just look at that face.
mm,
She's just done such a phenomenal job with their expressions and the contours. And his face is a good example. See how you can see those knots from the back, and
mhm,
that doesn't bother her. She just leaves
mhm,
that in there. I just think they're extraordinary. This guy thought was interesting. Not he maybe doesn't have swagitude, so he kind of surprised me a little bit. He looks a little surprised or concerned or something. But the clothes, where does she find people like this? She's very creative with perspective. You can see how this woman has got one front out in front of her, and how much
mhm,
larger that is than the rest of the body, detail on that. And then to give you an idea on the scale, that's Nina's hand, Pearlie, to show you, how
mm,
big these things are.
Well,
mm.
Just
and if you go back to the yeah, that one, it looks like she's like crouched down in front of her shooting up. That's very cool.
Yeah.
yes, exactly. Right.
Mhm,
You're right. I hadn't thought of a
Yeah,
way to
that
say
is
that. You're
a good
exactly
point.
right, Betsy.
mhm,
So that her lower half is larger because it's
mhm,
closer. But just really, really interesting.
I mean, that especially looked like it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
right.
very cool.
Now look at this one. Yeah,
jeez.
talk about perspective. Um,
Wow.
Wow.
I do remember, I just thought this was so interesting, the perspective. Again, she's left the shoes transparent, which I think is artistically important in this one because they would have taken over if if she
Mm-hmm.
stitched them all in, they'd be so big. So I
That's a
thought this
good
was
point.
interesting thing. She caught a guy sleeping or whatever, but the title says Lamenting Lewis. So maybe this person is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I don't know. None of
Wow.
her other work was like that, but
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know. Then she likes to show these strong women, and so there was a collection of them, and she's made these acrylic frames, which we saw in the video. She makes a mold and pours in the rosin and makes these
Wow.
frames. So here you can see
Wow.
close up. Yeah, aren't they
So
just
how big are these roughly?
I'm gonna say with the frame about 24 inches, Pearly. Do you think
Yes.
that's about right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
These are the ones we saw in Orlando,
very cool.
aren't they? I just,
Mm.
all of her friends are these people she knows. They just seem to exude confidence and, like she said, swagitude. Now, this was a really great
Ooh.
piece from Orlando. It's a little hard to see because of the transparency, but I think you can easily tell that all of these women are confident. They look like they're dressed to go out for an event or something. And the one in the front who's kneeling, they've definitely got swagitude. I think
Mm-hmm.
she called this one City Girls. And there's a close-up of them, of that same one. She's now very much in demand. She said in the video that she no longer has to apply for um, shows and stuff, that people are contacting her. And
Wow.
so I asked about the one we saw the other day in West Palm. I said, "Do you do you have a price sheet?" She goes, "No, but I can put you in touch." And then she goes, "I can tell you the least expensive one is $28,000, and then they go up to about $50,000." So I'm like, "Okay, never mind. I don't need to see that." But aren't they awesome?
Those are really,
Yeah.
thank you so much for sharing that.
Wow.
I thought you guys would really like that.
And
Mm-hmm.
and she's going to be doing a textile talk show for
Mhm.
Sakura in July.
Oh.
That's
Oh,
right.
wow.
That's
Mm.
right. So
So
you'll want to
Mm-hmm.
see
keep your
that
eyes open for that.
for sure. Of course, they always record those, so if you miss it, you'll
Mm-hmm.
be able to, oh, excuse me, you'll be able to catch it. But yeah, like I said, Pearlie and I have driven out of town twice now to see her exhibits, and they did not disappoint.
Mm-hmm.
We enjoyed it quite a bit.
Is it possible to see the slide with her picture and her name, or is that too complicated to put back?
I can probably manage that.
I did see she's got an Instagram account.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think I have to stop share and then start share
yeah,
again.
her Instagram
Candy with a
K.
K, and then
Lopez,
G is her middle initial that she
right?
uses
Yeah,
there. Okay,
and
so
her Instagram account is Candy G Lopez, all one word.
yeah, and she calls these fiber paintings. Fiber paintings. Real interesting young woman.
We'll put that in the chat too.
Yes, okay, that's a great idea. Great idea.
And you can buy a print for about $75 or up.
Oh, really?
Oh.
A
Okay.
print,
That's
yeah, a
that'd be cool.
poster.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Go to
yeah,
the galleries, acagalleries.com.
What
ACA. Oh, that's because that's where she has actual work.
Right.
That's in New York City, I think. ACA.
ACA? Is that what was that?
Mm.
ACA
Thank
galleries
you.
on the
Thank you,
website.
Marcia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, all right. Well, I knew you'd like that. Now we're going to do a breakout session here in a minute. And just to have a little conversation, we're going to do about 10 minutes, I think. And I want to hear, or you're going to discuss with each other, what new quilting or art technique, art skill you learned or improved this year. Okay.
Mm.
And then if you have extra time, I'm going to ask you later in the business meeting what kinds of things you want to learn this year in SNAP. So if you have time, you can go on to that second question. But the first question is what new quilting or art technique did you learn or improve this year? Okay, got that?
Yep.
All right, Betsy, if you would go ahead and send us into our breakout rooms.
Three rooms again?
Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
works well.
Okay, I'm gonna say, I guess it looks like it's gonna be the same. Okay. We should be splitting up into our rooms now. Okay. I guess this is us. Okay. Hi, Christy. So are we all, what happened to Marty? Marty had a problem before. She's gone and am I all by myself now? Christy, rooms, participants. I'm not in the room.
Ellen, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
When are you going to tell them your news?
At the end, we have announcements at the end.
Oh, I'm so excited for you.
Well, we are too, and we don't know why.
Don't know. You don't know
Oh
what it
yeah,
is yet.
come
You
on.
just have to wait. Have to wait during the in the announcements. I'll tell you.
So this is Ellen's ploy to make sure we all stick around till the
Just
end.
stay till the end and hear Ellen's big news. Kind of surprise news, which is uh, always surprising. Yeah. All right. Have we got everybody back? Cool. We learned some interesting things that people have been trying this year, and I hope you did as well. And then we even started in on that second question. So we've got some fodder to kick that conversation off as well. Okay, so I have for you a tip on how to, if you have, I just looked at the time. How did it get to be that late? Sorry, we might be going a little bit over. Um, you put an image of a quilt on your website or on Instagram or wherever, and that's great. But if you can show it hanging in an interior setting,
Yeah.
then that's even better. Now they can see the scale of the quilt and they can see it hanging nice and flat in an interior. And so I'm going to tell you about an app
I
where
have it.
where you can do
Yep.
that. There are more than one. There's multiple apps that will do this. The one that I'm going to tell you about is called Art Stage, and I'm going to
Hmm.
walk you through that. Let's see if I can. It's not giving me a share option right now. There we go. Share. All right, this time I did start my PowerPoint before I started sharing. So let's see. Yay, I think it's working. So you're seeing the
Mm-hmm.
full image
Mm-hmm.
there,
Yep,
right?
perfect.
Okay. So the one that I'm talking about is called Art Stage, and that's the little logo that they have down there at the bottom. It's sort of like a modified a paperclip something. I don't know. Anyway, and so now it doesn't want to go forward. Let me see here. There we go. Okay, so you'll find it in your app store, and it's called Art Stage. And so then you just have to open it. I have an iPhone, and I don't recall whether it works on Android as well.
It does.
It does? Okay.
Yeah.
So the home page is going to show you a bunch of available rooms that are free. And then after about 5 or 6 free ones, then it's going to show you some that you can purchase if you want. I just always do it with the free ones. And here's just a little bit better image of some of those. I think I've used all of these first four that are free, and then maybe the next one or two that are free. And so there's a big difference between going up a staircase and something that's the size for a mantle. So again, you'll be able to choose, you'll be able to audition it in different settings and see what works well. Okay, so you have the artwork already on your phone and you add that, and then down underneath your picture, it gives you the ability to crop it, which you may need to do just a little bit, even if you've taken a great photo. You don't want any of that background showing. You want it to look like it's hanging on the wall. So go ahead and crop it there as you need. Then there's a place down here, see where it says height and width? You enter in the height and width. Now, I thought mine was 38 by 35, but because of the way that I cropped it, it wouldn't give me 35. It gave me 35.3, because I hadn't cropped it perfectly. So that's fine. It's gonna retain the proportions that I used on my cropping. But now because it knows that size, I can insert it in these different rooms and see how it's going to look in these different settings. So now it's added to my library. This is my library within the app. The ArtSpace app has now got these things in there, and it's named whatever I chose to name it. So I see the image, I see the title, very easy to do that. And so then I can start auditioning it in different environments. So just to give you an idea, I tried it over the fireplace. I knew it was going to be too big over the fireplace. But see how cool that looks? It puts it right behind the little
Mhm.
vase there and everything. And so you can say, hey, that's not going to work. Let me go choose a different setting. And so then here it is going up the staircase, and I think it looks pretty good in that setting. So
Mhm.
now we've got the proportions. Now the viewer can look at it and say, oh yeah, I need something to go up my staircase, or whatever. They can see what it looks like. And then you can save the image right here, and then you export it. Let me remember where the export is. I think, oh, that's part of this. You save the image, it's going to ask you where you want to save it. So you
Mhm.
save it to your phone somewhere that you can, or save it to your files or wherever so that you can go get it. And maybe you're going to email it to yourself so that now you can work with it on your website, or maybe you're just going to send it straight to Instagram or something like that as part of your exporting. And I always just export it to my computer because I email it to myself because I do all my website stuff sitting at my computer. So what do you think? That's pretty handy, huh?
Yeah, great.
Very cool. Yeah.
I think it's so cool the way that it it knows that size and
Mhm.
so it can tell you
Yeah.
what
Very
works
cool.
Is it
what
a
works.
free download?
It's free.
Mhm.
You have
Free
to
app.
have 17 or later because I can't put it
Mm.
download on my phone.
Really? Because I can, and mine is a 16, and before that I had an 8, and it also worked on my 8.
Yeah, I tried right now and it says you have to have a 17 or later, so it won't even download.
Huh.
it.
It's
Huh.
downloading on my 16 Pro
Hmm.
Max. Yeah. I'm
Hmm.
doing it right now. That's
Okay.
interesting.
But you
Um,
download it to your computer, right?
to know because it's an
No.
app, that means it's on your phone. So it's downloading to your phone.
Oh, it's only your phone. Oh, I have a 14, so I won't be able to.
I just downloaded it to a 12.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
So
Good.
It
maybe,
might be about
maybe,
the space on your phone.
what about the space?
Oh, I
That she
was thinking
doesn't
like
have it.
if you have a smaller space on an older, I mean, but I'm a 12 and I only have, I think, a 256 storage. I
And I
didn't
had
get
it on
like
my,
big storage.
yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
but it
know. I had it on my,
definitely downloaded on mine.
mm,
So
hmm So maybe call your Apple store and find out about that, Clarena. Maybe there's a way to do it. And there are other apps that do the same thing. So maybe there's another app um, that would work better for you. You can check that out. Okay. Since we've had so much fun talking and playing games, we're going to go ahead and go now straight on into our business meeting. And I have something very exciting for y'all. Um,
Finally.
next, finally, let's quit having fun and do business. Yes. So I'm trying to learn how to close my chat without, no, that's not working. There we go. Um, you may remember my friend Ann Kobus who came on here and talked to us about what's it called, Pearlie? Art? No.
Apply
Appliquick. Appliquick.
quick,
Mm.
yeah.
Um, she did a program for our local group about an exhibit she saw in Paducah. And the exhibit was the work of Carol Breyer Fallert Gentry.
Mhm.
If you're not familiar with her, she has won Best of Show 3 times at Paducah, and she also won. She was the first person to win Best of Show with a machine quilted quilt back in 1989, I think it was.
Mhm.
So she's got this great exhibit at Paducah. So Anne had put together a PowerPoint, not only with the artwork, but also with some background information about Carol, the artist. And so she's agreed to come in January and share that program with us. So
Oh, wonderful.
I've seen it once. I know it's going to be interesting, especially if you're not familiar with her work. So that'll be cool. Okay, now let's discuss a little bit. I asked you if you had extra time to go ahead and start talking about what types of things you would like to learn in 2026. our group came up with a couple of ideas. One was maybe a tip day because we had a lot of tips in the group. And we had a tip day this year and it worked really well. So that might be something that we do annually. Maybe some
Mhm.
stamps and some carving, maybe some design concepts. What did y'all come up with?
Well, I'll say we also came up with um because Karen talked about how she's used
AI.
AI to help her
AI.
with some
Yes,
things.
GP chat. GP chat.
She's using it for text types of items, naming quilts and writing artist statements and that kind of thing. So a lot of little tidbits that came up just in the four of us talking. So again, that could be, a tip day or some little individual things. Who else has got something that they want to learn or some little tip that they think the group might enjoy that they would like to present?
So in our group, Fran knows how to put in LED lights, and she said she would share.
Oh,
Oh,
that
Wow.
sounds so
yeah.
fun.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Fran.
You're welcome.
That
Uh,
would work in tip. That would work in tip.
Yes.
mhm. Um, One of the items I'm going to tell you in the announcements is Jane Gaskins has an exhibit currently at the Torpedo Factory, which has not only lights but sound in it. It has motion
Mm,
sensors. And
Jane
so,
is amazing.
wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'll
And
tell you a little bit more about it when we get to the announcements. But,
yeah, we're gonna go to local group is gonna go see that a week from Monday. So
yeah,
Mm,
I'm looking
yeah,
forward to it.
yeah.
mm.
I think it would be really great.
I
All
have
right.
a request. I've been trying to reach Paula Dean.
Yeah.
I have not been able to reach her. Betsy, maybe if you could send me her email.
Okay, I can
I
do
thought I
that.
sent it to you already, Pearlie. Didn't I send it to
Yeah,
you?
and I'm not hearing, maybe she's not teaching anymore, but she was doing a class that I was interested in.
Okay.
She's
Oh,
going to be doing we haven't pinned down the month, but she is going to be doing a program for us. Betsy and Clorinda help me remember. I think her topic was using precision tools for imperfect results or
something
something
like
like that.
that.
Mm.
Perfect
Um,
tools for imperfect results.
something like that because she uses that rolling pen and the ink,
Yeah,
but then
that's what I wanted to learn.
instead of being perfect with the ruling pen, she purposely lets it smear and run and stuff.
Mhm.
So that kind of thing. She does teach classes in it. I didn't want her to, give away the store by teaching us the whole class, but she's going to just show us some examples of that idea of imperfection, and we're going to do an exercise, and then we're going to have show and tell that relates to imperfection,
Nice.
which will be really good. And then, Pearlie, following that presentation, she is going to schedule an online
Oh,
class with
good,
the inks. And so, she's getting something out of it. She's doing a presentation for us, and then hopefully some of us will
good.
sign up for
Is
her
is it
class.
the alcohol inks?
No,
No,
it's the India
India,
ink,
the
Oh,
black
India,
India ink.
Indian.
Okay. Okay.
India ink that she uses. Yeah.
That's what I'm
So
interested.
that's coming, Pearlie. That's on the
Yeah.
list. Keep
Okay, good.
coming to meetings and you will find out. Okay, who else had ideas of things they wanted to learn in the new year or maybe teach in the new year?
I
Our
really
group,
like that you did the Candy Lopez feature. I mean, I don't have access to a lot of the art you guys might have, and so anything that, like, even if you featured some fiber artist the way you
Hmm.
did, even something in every meeting, that would be interesting. It gives you people to follow on Instagram. You don't know how that inspiration will end up affecting your own work.
Yep. Yep.
Hmm.
Good
Yeah,
idea.
Yeah.
I was thinking that would be when we were watching the Lopez thing, I was thinking that would be a good thing if people could give a brief little thing about artists they've
And
found.
Hmm.
Yeah,
feature them.
Yeah,
yeah,
so general assignment to all of us then, take some photos when you go to these exhibits, photograph the thing that says about their biography and whatever their theme of the exhibit is, and then you've got enough information to give us a little report, and show us some of their work. And you don't have to create a PowerPoint. We can help you do that. But yeah, even just 10 images
Yeah.
from an exhibit, we all enjoy seeing that stuff. So yeah, that'll be a group assignment. We'll all try to do that. I don't think you
Homework.
need I don't think you need to do that, Betsy, when you go to Jane's because hers is well documented on her site and also on the Torpedo Factory site. She sent me a link to that.
We talked
Um,
we talked about learning to use some other materials like Evelyn and cheesecloth. I think Marty was already has a project in mind where she's going to figure out how to transfer writing onto cheesecloth.
Yep, that's what she said.
And I think that using I've used AI to design a quilt, which parallels what somebody else did. So I don't know, maybe a discussion forum of using
Yep.
AI.
oh, okay, I'm
What
writing that
what
down.
is Evelyn? You mentioned Evelyn as a
I
material.
follow Mel Beach and she's really into two things that I'm also interested in. You already brought up the stamps and carving, but she's also into this product called Evolon, Evon, and I think you paint on it
I
or
think Betty Busby uses
something.
it
Yeah.
also. Yeah,
Yes,
it's a
she does.
non-woven interfacing or
Non-woven,
something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, and she's
Yeah.
got a
Oh,
class on it in January, but the supply list is like this long, most of which
Mm,
I don't own. So it's a
Uh,
huge investment
mhm.
right,
to take
right.
one class.
Interesting.
yeah.
Roy and I know a gal who works with unusual materials quite a bit. She's
Hmm.
spoken at our local pods in person, so I bet I could get her
Yeah.
to do that for us, and
Yeah.
maybe we would have a meeting with multiple components. So maybe Marty can tell us what she's doing with the cheesecloth, then this friend tells us what she's doing. Then again, we have show and tell, where we all bring and show things that we've done with unusual materials and
Hmm.
just, have a whole themed day. I think it works well when we have different components like that that
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
tie together.
I took a class with Betty Busby and learned to use Evelyn. Evelyn, I believe, comes from Germany, and it's a non-woven polyester. You can paint it, you can dye it. I mean, it acts just like fabric, except that it doesn't ravel. So when you see Betty's stuff, where she's got all the little diatoms and all that kind of stuff, when little tiny pieces, it's because that part of it is on Evelyn. And so she just dyes it, paints it, does whatever she does, cuts it out with her, rotary cameo cutter, and then stitches it down. And so I have a couple of pieces that I did in her class. But she also uses Pellon product. Might be 370. It might not be 370, but it does the same thing. So you just want a non-woven polyester that is a little bit thicker than your typical interfacing.
Mhm.
Um,
So then maybe when we have our unusual materials day, you can
mhm.
bring
Yeah,
some of that for
yeah.
show and tell.
Yeah, yeah, I can show you the.
Sounds like that class is full.
Yeah,
It was. I went to
that might
Santa
become
Fe,
two
so
programs, right?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
awesome.
Okay. Um, okay. What other ideas? Hmm. Marty, that might be your radio or something in the background there. Yeah. Anybody else? Ideas? We can't do it if you don't help us think about it. So if there's something you want to learn or teach,
I
let
like
us know.
the app that you shared. I mean, like that's also other people might be using other apps that we're not familiar with.
Yeah, yeah.
Even just a little screen by screen, click this, click that as an introduction, so it doesn't seem too overwhelming.
That's fun. That's fun to do that
Hmm.
real time, you
Do we
know,
have people who know how to use Canva?
Canva. We have a gal in Florida who has prepared a video
Because
about using,
I have that. I don't have an Apple product. Well, my
yeah,
partner, he's Apple. So he
the
said I could put Procreate on his iPad, but I have Canva on my laptop, and I'm
okay.
intrigued about learning about that. I don't know if other people are.
What do you want to do with Canva? It's like really user friendly. Like you just get in there and you can do like
Is it?
whatever.
I
It's
just haven't
so
had
easy.
time to do it. So,
It's
um,
It's so easy.
is it?
Yeah.
just play with it and you'll be surprised at what you make already. Yeah.
Okay.
So easy. I use it a lot for my newsletters, for my websites, for not website, Facebook and Instagram links.
Okay.
I use it a lot with that.
I
Yeah.
make quote labels. I would make my quote labels with it.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah.
cute.
Oh, isn't that
Hmm.
cute?
Mhm.
That's cool.
Clorinda,
Can you
I am so proud of you, Clorinda. How far you have come, darling.
How do you spell that? How you spell Canva?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
can
Shirley,
you
that's
print
the same.
There's a
That's the same
free
one.
version and then there's a upper scale one that you can purchase.
And
can you
Pearlie,
print oversized uh designs from Canva? Does it tile?
Yes.
It does.
I think they do it. We use it a lot at the shop for our mailings and things like that. I'm pretty sure you can tile. Don't quote me, but I'm fairly sure.
Okay.
It's very interactive.
Now, when you get to this technology stuff, some people are interested in, some people eyes glaze over or they don't have the right thing. So just since we are the ones that showed up for the party, we get to vote. Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Raise your hand if you would be interested in a program on using Canva. Tell me the truth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Uh-oh.
6 out of 10 is a pretty strong rating. So I'll put it with a question mark. Canva with a question
Some of
mark.
us learn by seeing
Absolutely.
Yeah.
how things
And
are done.
maybe that can be in the same group as here's my technique.
Mhm.
Here's my tip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give a hint, a taste
Yeah.
test.
Yeah, because you don't
Like
know.
a cruise
Right.
where you get a
Right.
taste and then you go to
There
the
you
next
go.
destination the next day.
So,
You don't have enough time to taste all the food.
Christy, was it you that uses Canva?
Yeah.
So you and I can maybe give some tips on that.
Okay.
You
Karen,
just signed up,
why
Christy.
no, that's fine. I just didn't know how like someone wanted to use it. I mean, I just use it for like designing documents and my labels, but we can see how it could apply in other ways.
Well, even
Karen,
that.
why would you tile an image? Why would you not just send the file to a printer and have them print it at the size you want it? Like, why would you add all that extra work? What am
Because
I
it's
missing?
midnight and I want to print out something here.
Okay.
That was exactly what I was thinking.
It
And
costs.
Procreate, I can't figure out how to do that without cutting it up and putting it in little pieces. And then that's I can't, I
Oh.
used to work in InDesign and
Yeah,
my
yeah,
copy is so old, and I can make the size I want and then
yeah.
just tile it. But
there
Okay.
are
it's not working anymore.
there are internet websites that will tile it for you too.
That's
I,
true.
Yes.
I'm
There's a free one. What is it called?
It's got the word block in the title, doesn't it?
Yes.
Block poster.
Block.
Block poster.
Block poster.
Yep.
Okay.
Block poster. And
Okay.
it's free. And
Well, we've got a lot of good ideas, gals, and we're going to continue on to show and tell here in a minute. But if you think of something after the meeting, go ahead and shoot me an email or Clarinda or Betsy. They're our program people. And we've got some good ideas, a lot of enthusiasm. We'll definitely be doing some of these things in the coming year.
okay. Let me
Okay.
just say one thing, Pearlie.
Sure.
I put Paula's email address in the
Thank
chat
you.
for you.
Yes, I already sent her a note. Thank you, Betsy.
Okay, good. All right.
Okay. Member announcements before we get into show and tell. Anybody have any announcements? Things, places they're going to be? Carrie?
One quick one. Christy, I sent you a postie from this last group, and it
Oh.
only cost me $1.60 at the post office, so it will arrive sometime.
It'd be
That's funny.
2 to 3 weeks. Yes, thank you.
There
Okay.
you go.
Okay. Announcements. Who has announcements? Pearlie, did you have your hand up?
Yeah, I my quilt Dancing Girls is in the it opened Thursday in Ormond Beach and
Trio.
trio, the Sakura exhibit trio.
That's a
Mm,
soccer regional exhibit
Yep.
with 3 states. That's the name Trio. So it's
Yep.
Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina. That was the premier event, and then it'll travel a bit. Anybody get in? It's something into QuiltCon? I
I
do.
know
I have a piece
somebody.
in QuiltCon.
Wow.
I've never even been to it. So
Congratulations.
hey, so
Oh,
Awesome.
I
I'm
nice.
was
down.
rejected.
It's hard to
Happy.
get in. Yeah, I've been
It
rejected.
is. Yeah, apparently it is hard to get in. I didn't even realize that.
They
So I
had
got a piece.
4,000 over 4,000
What? I thought
applications.
it was 400. Really?
Oh,
Over
No, it was 400 they
4,000.
accepted. You're right. You're right.
Hmm.
Well,
Wow.
yeah, so I may or may not go to that. I don't know. And then how about Mid-Atlantic? Has anybody submitted to Mid-Atlantic?
I'm thinking about it.
Okay. Let's see. Jane Gaskins, I mentioned earlier. She has a show at the Torpedo Factory that continues through January 4th.
mm.
She said her opening reception was extremely well attended and people were very interested, so much so that they've asked her to do 2 more talks.
Mm.
Now, I asked if she knew the dates of those talks so that I could tell you guys, but she didn't get back to me yet, so I probably hasn't even read the email yet. Hopefully she'll put that information in the newsletter when it comes out or something. Or maybe it'll be on the Torpedo Factory website or something. But it would certainly be interesting to hear her talk about her pieces. By the way, I noticed the prices on her pieces, they were around $10,000 each, but they're about six
Good
feet
for
high.
her.
I
Good
think
for
so too.
her.
And I think her pieces are worth that.
Her pieces are amazing.
They're very well done.
Amazing.
They're very well done. Okay, my exciting news is that I've been invited to a large gallery in Raleigh, North Carolina, along with another one of my local art quilters, for us to do a 2-person show starting in March. So maybe we
wonderful.
Whoa,
Yay!
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I just
That
found
is
out the
so
other day.
exciting. How many pieces do you have to have ready?
I forget. I haven't even, we filled that prospectus out about 6 months ago or something. Maybe it was even last year. I don't even remember. It's large. So I think I have in my head that I need 20 and she needs 20, but
Mm.
Wow.
I'm not
Wow.
positive about that. I mean, I know I can do that because I just did the solo show and I had 22 quilts in that, plus some leaves. So, I know I've got 22 quilts. Yeah. So, but that's going to be a lot of work between now and March. They wanted to have a meeting with us next week, and we're like, we're too busy. Sorry, can't do it. So
Christmas.
early January, yeah, they wanted to have a meeting, and they just told us like 2 days ago. And then, can we meet on December 22nd? She and I were like, no, no. So January, we're going to meet up with them, and we'll just have to be very organizing, because they're going to ask for images right away and things like that. We'll just work it out. So we're excited about that.
Who is at the torpedo factory? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Jane
Jane Gaskin.
Gaskins.
Where is
Jane.
that?
It's
Through
in
through I think
Alexandria, right?
right
Yes.
through
Yes.
like January 4th or something like
January 4th through January 4th. Okay. All right. Any other things before we go to show and tell? Christy.
So, so anyway, I'm in one of the articles in the Sakura Journal. But what I really want to tell you is, you guys think I'm like kind of far away, and that's true. But the very first 2 real art classes I ever took were in the Torpedo Factory. My mom is very art oriented. She is a Sakura member, and the reason that I'm actually here. And the first class was like a watercolor class, which was not my thing. And then we did a charcoal drawing class. I mean, I was like maybe fourth grade or something. And I was liking the charcoal class. And then one day, remember, I'm like in third or fourth grade. And one day, this nude male model walks in and we're supposed to all be drawing this, and mom's like, and that's the end of that. And so I had to go sit outside and no longer went to that class. But my first two classes were. So when you talk about that, I don't know what it looks like now, but I remember
It's the
walking
same.
upstairs and all the, everything is very industrial looking and they've got the
Yes.
wash bins for the paint. Like I can
Yeah.
picture what you guys are talking about.
Oh, that's cool. That's
That's
neat.
very cool.
Okay, anything else before we go on to show and tell? Okay, then. Who's got show and tell for us? Especially if it's something holiday-ish. We always like to see that.
My hat? Oh, whoa,
The
oh, oh.
invisible hat. Yeah, we gotta get out our X-ray glasses to see your invisible hat. I sent a few things to Betsy. Do you? I don't know if
Yeah,
anybody else did,
I
Betsy.
don't know. Karen was telling us in our breakout room a little bit about her piece that's behind her. Um,
Oh
and
yeah.
Oh yeah,
that was very cool. Uh, Karen, tell us, tell the group, and I'm going to spotlight you.
spotlight her.
Tell the group just a little bit about your piece, especially the letter that we were all like, "Oh my God!"
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
what I was saying was, the group was asking, what have you been doing new? And I always have a problem naming my quilts. So I uploaded a photo of this,
And
which is my mother.
that's your
That's
mother,
my
right?
mother back before she was married during World War II. I uploaded this photo and I said, what should I name this photo? What should I name this art quilt? And it has the letter that my father wrote his father during World War II, saying that he had just met the woman that he was going to marry, and she was in Canada. And they came back with a bunch of names, and the best one was Before We Were Us.
I love that.
Ooh, I
Yeah,
like
Beautiful.
that's
I got
beautiful.
goosebumps the second time.
yeah,
I,
that's
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's such a beautiful quilt. So
Oh, thank you.
It is.
wonderful. You
That's lovely.
fixed the hair great.
Oh, I've been futzing with the hair forever, and I'm like,
Uh,
okay, I'm
You did
done.
right,
good.
right.
That was good. That's good. I love it. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful.
I have two
Okay.
With a
shares.
whole list of names, and they were all really good. But then, Before We Were Us was the best one.
Oh
Now
my
I have to
gosh,
do
yes.
the companion quilt, which is my father in his military uniform.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, Virginia, you had something to share?
Yeah, I have two things to share. I can pull out, I sent you an email today. I probably should have sent it to Betsy, but can you set me up so I can share my screen?
yeah, you should
Should be able to.
you should be able to. There should be a green share arrow
Down at the
down
bottom
near
if
the
you're on
bottom.
a,
Okay.
sometimes they don't show up until you get your cursor close to them.
There we go.
There. Okay.
Ooh.
So this is one of my two QuiltCon rejections.
Mm.
This was for the Wyndham Fabric Challenge. I call it Flying Dragons. And
That's
it's
very
hard
cool.
to see, but there are little dragonflies
Yeah, we can
I
see
flying
can
them.
see them. Yeah, I
in
can
the
see them.
background. This is metallic thread that I hand embroidered on there, and you can see the wings that I made from the fabrics and everything. So
That's lovely.
yeah.
Do you have cording around it? And what is the little black line?
No, that's all zigzag stitching.
I mean, around the wings. What's that? Oh,
Zigzag.
Zigzag.
Yeah.
like a satin stitch kind of thing.
Yeah, I Betsy will appreciate that. She and I were in a class with Jane Sasselman, and
Ah,
Jane has a particular setting for her zigzag stitch. And I really liked that. I had to narrow it a little bit because it was too heavy at her full width. Because this was a little more delicate. But in terms of the spacing, I just used her setting for that. And that's
Yeah.
all of the black in
Yeah,
there. And there's it's hard to see, but there's metallic embroidery hand embroidery in the body as well.
I can see it.
And then the little dragonflies in the background. So I'm probably going to try to put that in Mid-Atlantic and
Someplace else, Virginia.
yeah, exactly. I mean, that's my goal, is just to get in somewhere. I don't expect to win any prizes. Let's see my other picture. Let's see it. Hold on, bear with me. Where am I? Here we go. This was my other entry. Can my screen share? No.
Not yet.
You have to
Okay.
reshare. If you
Yeah.
stop.
There we go. I call this
Ooh.
stacked.
Oh, that's cool.
It was
I like
the
that.
diamond challenge.
Mm.
Yeah, you were in the shop that day, Carrie, when I was picking out all these fabrics.
Yeah.
I did learn that I really need to have my pictures taken with a much better camera than either my phone or my partner's iPhone,
Yep.
because that's really a lot peachier in the background than it shows. And so there's more contrast in here than it shows. But it's hand appliqued. I mean, I drew the design out, I hand appliqued. I've got color gradation going on, I've got transparency going on.
Yeah, it's
And
very cool.
yeah, and some
I
interesting
like the quilting. The
yeah.
way the quilting distorts at the top and the bottom. It almost
Yeah.
looks like Pentucks from here. It's not Pentucks, is it?
No, it's all flat. It's all
Yeah,
flat.
it's just got so much dimension to it.
Yeah, that was an experiment for me with that more, as was the dragonfly one. So again, this will get a shot at Mid-Atlantic. We'll see what happens.
I like.
Yeah.
How big is it?
It's about 20 by 20-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed lately working in smaller scale. Even a lot of the work I was doing for a program last year was, 10 by 10 sizes of experimental things. And I really like the small format. I don't need more big quilts. You know? So anyway, so those are my two QuiltCon rejects, but we'll just keep trying.
I think they have a good chance of getting in.
Oh,
Carrie?
thank you.
Ellen, can we suggest, because what Virginia was just saying and what I have found, the photograph you submit is it. Can we do something with someone next year coming in and telling us how to properly or just photograph them well? Our lighting, whatever it is, because I found that where I've had a piece that I put in one place and they were like, okay, thank you. And then the next place is like, wow, that's cool. And it always boils down to the photograph.
Yeah, I have a friend who does photography for fun, but she's got a real more professional camera, and my plan was to have her take pictures, but I got right up against the deadline.
Virginia, you're not too far from me. You
No.
come out to the shop. What if we set up a kind of a class with your friend to show how to properly photograph art quilts?
Well, there's a lady who belongs to Resting QU,
Okay.
who lives out in Berryville, Sue Hickman, and her
Sue,
husband.
yeah. Her husband does the photographs
too. So,
Okay.
my local
this might
friend
be
is more.
something we can put together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to let y'all work on that offline
Yes,
on
yes,
your
Yeah.
local idea, but I will put that on the list
yes.
for us for
It's
2026.
so important
It's
It
because
is.
if
critical.
you can't get in the front door,
Yeah.
you're not
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, because
It's
I really
critical.
struggled
So
to get my colors to show up correctly,
Okay.
and they
Well,
never
Yep.
did.
let's
So,
continue with show and tell because it is getting a little bit
I think
late.
Christy wants to add
Yeah.
something.
Go ahead, Christy.
Just something really quick that I did. I just went to a local print shop and I got it's about a 2 inch thick piece of styrofoam, which weighs nothing and it's like taller than I am and whatever, however wide. And I wrapped it with white flannel. And then I used the tiny pins that have little white heads. And
Mm,
then I can
applique.
pin my quilt to the front of it. Then it's so lightweight, I can take it downstairs. So when it's in the shade, but on a sunny day, and then, I mean, obviously things like taking it straight on so it's not keystone. You can put it in Canva and you can erase the background with the click of a button. So if you don't like the color of the background, it will just turn everything to white. And then this is a I mean, it's probably more expensive where you are, but this styrofoam board cost me like $2. And the pins you already have, and like the quilts you have, and the white flannel you can get, which I can't. So this is a really cheap, easy way, and it just stores behind a door against like my cabinets. And yeah, it's super cheap way to get it. I mean, obviously, if your quilt's bigger than this, it's not going to work. But this is an easy way to take good photos. And I have a DSLR and the 12 iPhone, and I find that the pictures actually are better on my iPhone now than they are on the DSLR, even if
That's
I
what
take
I
it in
found
RAW.
too. Mhm.
So it's
Uh-huh.
a cheap way to do it.
Okay.
Thank you,
good
Christy.
idea.
That's
Thank you.
that's another spoke in the wheel.
Okay. Okay. Who else has show and tell? Anybody? Betsy, you want to show whatever you
Sure.
have?
Um, okay. Or we could do yours first. Let's see. Let's see. I can do mine if you want first. Okay, so I was talking about doing I'm carving, and so here's a little video I did. I'm gonna mute it because so these are using these little eraser stamps that and this is
Oh.
the prompt. This is Carve December. They give you a prompt every day, and so I've um the prompt was aged for that one, so I had wine, soft, I have toilet paper, uh, bent, I've got a paper clip. This is some of them. The home, I like the way that turned out, especially
Yeah.
numerous, the stars in the sky, uh, candy. Uh,
Those are cool.
this is, and the little notebook was from a art advent calendar that I got. So an open book. I'm a math major, so when I saw square, I had to do square. Uh, water, just sort of a. So these are playing with stamp pads. Incredible
Wow.
fireworks. Um, those are sort of fun. Let me see. I think that's the last one. And then I've also got. Let me stop share. I brought. So the book. I should always do that. Um, the let spotlight myself here. Okay, so I've got a few more since I made that little video, and I won't show them all. Here's one. It was of fireworks or
Cool.
dynamite. Um, this was using a stamp pad that had multiple colors in it, incidentally. Uh, then I have one with flamingos that the prompt was pink that day. That's
Oh,
that
cute.
showed up very well. And
Wow.
let's
You're
see.
getting good at this.
Yeah, so here's so these are using these little art erasers, and this is the one for home, and I also carved the word on the back.
Cool.
This was symmetry. So I did this little tree, like a Christmas tree, and I also
Like,
did one the inverse of it. So
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 it's like symmetry.
yeah. So uh, that's what I've been doing a lot of. So it's a lot of fun, and because the stamps are small, they go quickly. So we
Cool.
can go and do uh, Ellen's.
Okay, this is my latest quilt called The Way It Goes. And I did use some commercial fabrics here, designed by Marsha Durst. If y'all aren't familiar with her line, you were mentioned Artistic Artifacts. That's where I usually get them from. She has a lot of fabrics that look like they're hand dyed. So I've been
Yep,
buying some of
yep,
hers,
yep. Palette.
supplementing. I'm sorry,
Palette is her
that's
line
one
that
of,
looks like hand dyes.
and then she has others like those, the big black circles, that's hers.
Yep, yep.
The black background with the white circles, that's hers. There's several others that are hers on here. So you can show the detail next, Betsy.
Okay.
So I did add some hand stitching to it. But if you look at the circles and you see the white hand stitching around the circles, I didn't do that. That's printed in the fabric.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, like I said, I like the fabric, but I did do the hand stitching on the left. And maybe I sent you one more detail shot. I can't remember. Yeah, again, just showing the hand stitching. And then I sent you one Christmas thing, which I may have shown you all before, but that's me. So I made I made these ornaments one year. I bought these little kits online and had my various family members send me pictures of themselves, or if I didn't already have one, and they didn't know what I was up to. And then I made little ornaments with each one's face and changed the little thing that it said for each person based on whatever their facial expression was. So
Very
that's my
cool.
my Christmas thing. And that's all. All right. Anything else? Announcements, show and tell, etc.
Thank
Well,
you
this
for
was a
letting
lot of
me, thank you all for letting me join.
anytime.
Oh,
Hurley, we love
anytime.
having you here
Yeah,
anytime.
It was
thanks.
great.
Um, that
Great.
was a lot of fun. Thank you. Big thank you to Virginia for putting the game together
Yep.
and to Betsy for figuring out all how the Zoom technology and everything. And all of you for participating and being enthusiastic and being here. It makes it a lot of fun. Makes it easy for me. So happy holidays, everybody, and
Happy
we'll see
holidays.
you in the new year.
Happy New
Merry
Year.
Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Happy New Year.
Bye-bye.